In this video, you're going to learn 2 exercises where we're going to move from our hips, and we're going to make it be beginner sword form. So beginner sword. So this is exciting. I was in a workshop for sword form the other week, and there were a lot of women that were interested in the class, especially women, but they were very excited about this sword and the movements that we do. So I wanted to offer this stream for anyone interested in sword. And we'll learn 2 different exercises. One's going to be doing more of an uppercut back and forth. The other one is a side-to-side motion. So we'll go through that. And you don't need a sword. You can use either just anything like a ruler, or you could even use something like a yoga block, or have you could do something with like a water bottle, where you're using just something with a little bit of a weight and a slight length or longer to be able to move and feel the weight of that object as we turn. So I hope everyone is doing well today, and we will get right into it. So I'll demo with the sword first. So you'll see these exercises. So we're going to be doing our first one with a parallel stance first, and just getting used to the weight shift. So when we shift our weight in Tai Chi, even without the sword here, we're going to be pulling from one hip joint, kind of turning, pulling from the other hip joint, turning. So we don't want to jut our hip out like this, and we don't want to lean any which way. We want to try to shift, and that hip kind of goes back as we turn a little bit to the side. So forward, shift our weight, and turn. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. My hands are just showing where my hips are. 5, 5. All right, we'll add in. I'll show you with the sword, and then we'll show you with the other object you might have if you don't have a sword. So here we go. We hold the sword near this piece and pretty lightly. So whatever object you hold, you want to don't grip it tight. You don't want to be gripping it. You can see the plastic on the yoga block. If I grip, just hold it with a minimal amount of effort. Same with the water bottle. You're just holding it where you should, or a yardstick, with a minimal amount of effort here. Okay. So we're going to shift to one side, shift to the side with the sword, and then same motion as it before. Shift, and then this comes around and down. And as we shift to the other side, uppercut. From here, we turn over the shoulder, pull with this opposite hip joint, uppercut. Circle, pull with this hip joint, uppercut. Circle, shift, uppercut. Circle, shift, uppercut. So the uppercut here is about head high, my hands facing outwards, and the uppercut on the other one is a little bit lower. My hand is facing cupped upwards. So circle, shift, up, about head height, circle, shift, up. And that's you know, more like chest height. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. The hip starts the movement. And 5, 5. So that's our warm up to the first exercise. We're going to add in different feet. So this time our feet, one foot's at an angle in the back, and the other foot is facing forward. So we're going to shift back and shift forward. Shift back, shift forward, just getting warmed up. This one, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. All right, we don't need this object yet. We're going to switch our feet and then shift back and forward, back and forward, back, forward, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. The next footwork for this exercise, we're going to just bring in the front foot at an angle, and then the other one comes pointed forward. So switch, forward, switch, forward, switch, forward, pulling with the front hip joint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we're going to add in a turn. So 1. So we're going to add in the movement with the sword. So 1, switch the feet, turn over the shoulder, turn forward, uppercut, switch, turn a little bit back, allow the object to come up, uppercut, switch, turn over the shoulder, up, switch, circle, up, switch, circle, up, switch, circle, up, switch, circle, up. All right. So this one's called Swallow Beats the Water with Its Wings. And I will show this with the object. Maybe I'll show it with the block, the bright blue block. Got the bright blue block. All right, we'll try this again. You can do this with a broomstick. So here, this part of the block away from my hand is up. I'm going to switch the feet, circle back, and then I shift forward, and that same part of the block is facing up again. So my hand is kind of like that, right? So starting again, left foot's forward if you're right-handed, and this is an uppercut with the right hand. Step left, step forward right, uppercut. Switch, circle back, uppercut. Switch, circle back, uppercut. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch the feet, circle, uppercut. Switch the feet, circle back, uppercut. Again, this top of the block away from my hand. It's either going to be here or here. It's up either time. So from this first section, switch, your hips go back. So you go forward, that top of the block is up. Switch, circle, uppercut. Switch, circle back, uppercut. All right, that is the first exercise. You can do it stepping also. So from here, it's the same thing. Uppercut first. I'm going to switch, uppercut. This time you're hopping a little bit forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. We have experts on hand here at Mindful Beat to get more details with both the form and this sword form. So if you are interested in this, then feel free to reach out. Let us know what kind of topics you want to hear about. You know, are you someone who's more martial arts based? Are you in menopause? You want to get help with your menopausal help with Tai Chi? Are you wanting balance either mentally or physically? Let us know. Maybe you're in your 20s or 30s and you want more of you want to start early. Tai Chi isn't just for old people. So old people, that's a really bad term. Seniors. I'm 52. My name's Angie. I've done Tai Chi about 10 years. And I find it super helpful. So this is why I'm doing this channel. I do it a little bit every day if I can, most days, because it just helps make me more calm in general. And so, and gets, I can be a little bit more energized too. So there's a lot of things with Tai Chi, and this sword is super exciting. Like I said, I taught this to one of my neighbors, and she was excited to learn. It can be a little bit like dance, but a little different. So it can be, if you are a dancer, no matter your age, especially over 50, you can really get some benefits from this since we're moving from our center. So stick around. We're going to do the second exercise next with this Tai Chi sword. You can have any sort of object. I don't have, I do have a dowel. I'll demonstrate with the dowel too. There is this Tai Chi travel version. You can get the collapsible version. Get the little tassel-y thing, which is not necessary, but so you can travel and do this wherever you want. So we're here at Mindful Beat doing mindful movements and stuff like that. Next is the second exercise. I'll show you first with the sword. It's going to look like this with the sword. Back foot at an angle, so about 45 degrees, and then front foot forward, stepping wide. This is called block and sweep. So we slice across, switch our feet, go a little bit farther back, and then we slice all the way across. Once our hip turns as much as we can, switch, go the rest of the way back, slice as you shift your weight forward, switch, and switch. There's more complex versions of this, but here is the first beginner way. sort of slicing across, moving first with the hip, pulling into the hip joint as we turn. That hip joint causes everything else to move. Switch, pull with that hip joint, pull, slice, pull, slice, pull, slice. So if you have an object, let's see, grab my dowel, maybe you have a broomstick. It could look more like this. Slice, 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 switch, slice, switch, circle back, slice, switch, back, slice, switch, back, and a little faster. Switch, slice, 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 slice. The other hand can follow. You generally have like a two-finger sort of pointed toward the sword. So slice, 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 slice. All right. So those are the sword exercises I wanted to share, and hopefully that's helpful. Sign up for the newsletter if you do want Tai Chi tips. You can check it out in the description of this video and watch other Tai Chi videos on the channel here. See you next time. All right.